Okay, let's import this inside our API route just like we did on this auth. So I'm going to duplicate this, and it's going to be post/post.php. And that is it. Next, we're going to open up our postman to text our endpoint. So I have my postman here, so we're going to create another folder inside here, and we're going to call it post. And the first request we're going to create inside the post is going to be create post. So inside our let's create an environment. Think of API environment. That's what I'm going to call the environment. Then we are going to have our environment variables here. So first is the base URL, so that's why I'm creating the environment variable is to stop us from repeating some values or some text that we can put inside our environment. So first is the base URL. So you know the base URL is supposed to be our local host. First, let's go to our terminal to start our server, which is php artisan serve. This will start our server on localhost port 8000. So we're going to copy that, and that is our base URL. So the next we are going to go back to our post request, and we are going to select the environment we are working on, which is the Laravel API environment, so that we'll be able to use the variables that we set on the environment. So we're going to call the base URL, which is this /API /post/create. I think this is our endpoint, which is a post request. So let me quickly confirm that. Yeah, you're supposed to be post. I think that's it. So let's send the request and see what happens. Forget the headers, so I'm going to say accept application JSON, so that we'll be able to receive whatever error that we are getting from the API in the JSON format. So let's try the request again. Okay, we are saying target class post service does not exist. So let's see why it doesn't exist. Let me save this and try again. I think it's because we didn't save this. So let's try again. The same thing. The post service here. I think. Oh, forgot the namespace. Sorry. Supposed to add a namespace. So we're going to add the namespace here, which is going to be custom service. Then we have post. So let's go here and try to import the class again. Post service. So I think this is it. Let's delete this and this. We don't need this, so I think that's our post service. So why we are having that error is that we didn't actually put a namespace on the post service file like we did on the password service file. So that's just it. I just added it and then run the importation back, and I think we're fine. So let me go back to the postman and text and see if everything is working fine now. Okay, as you can see, everything is okay, and we are getting the unauthenticated error message. Means that the user have to sign in before you'll be able to create a post. So on the environment file again, we are going to create another variable called let's just call it sample user token. So this, we are going to save the token of the user that we're going to be using to be testing the endpoint. So first let's try to log in. Let's change this to a base URL. Let's try logging in, and the routes, this doesn't, let's add all there. It should be it. Okay, we are now getting invalid credentials, and let me just this email and see if it's going to be correct. If not, we're going to create a new user. It's still not correct. Let's register the user then. So this, the endpoint should be auth / register, then the body user is on the password. Okay, we're able to register, and we have our access token, which is this. So let's copy it and go to the create, our environment, then add this as our token, and there's going to be a secret variable. So we save it, and we come back to our create post, and inside the authentication we're going to use the PR token. Then you're going to say sample user token, then that should work. Yeah, so this is the token we'll be using now. So let's save this endpoint, this request. So let's send the request again, and as you can see, our validation is also working. So let's go to the body. From data, we're going to set the title, and we're going to set the content. So the title is our first post, and the content should be this is our first post. So let's hit on create. Post creation failed. So let's return the error message and see what's going on here. Sorry, get message. They should be able to give us a we didn't add the title to the label. So to solve this, we're going to go to our post model, and you're gonna type this with me: protected guided. I'm going to set this to an empty array. This should solve the problem. So let's try and let's remove this. Later on we'll be logging our error somewhere in the database, so we'll be able to be getting the, it's not good to be sending the error message to the user, see what's happening. So we create a model where we're able to be logging our user our errors inside the database, so that if something happens, we're able to get or find out what the error is from our admin end. or whichever place we choose to display the error. So let's try creating the post again. Post creation failed. Please try again later. Paste table of you not found. Okay, we have not run our migration. Let me save this. And I don't know why I'm skipping all this. PHP artisan migration migrate. I think, yeah, I think the post table has been created. And let's try to create a post again, and here is it. So we'll be able to create a post on this area. So next we'll be talking about how to delete the post and update the post, and also fetch the post for a particular user.